Hello, hello, hello. Testing the mic, testing the mic. Hello, hello, hello. Testing the mic, testing the mic. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do I have to talk this loud? That's a bit annoying. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do I have to talk this loud? That's a bit annoying. 1, 2, 3. Okay, do I have to talk this loud? That's a bit annoying. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I have this project for my client, and I essentially want to do a little, like, usually for us Blender users, we just create a scene and then just render it and do some post processing and like compositing on top of it. We never go to the route where, like, as Robin Square says, how professionals do it. So today I want to try that. I've done it before, but I kind of forgot because it was like months ago. So yeah, what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do, and hopefully my stream is not freaking lagging because my internet has been bad. Um, I don't know. I might have to call them. Let's see how it goes. Um, I'll start my work. Yeah. I don't know. Should I keep it here? Here? Maybe I'll just keep it here.
Why did they render everything separately? I can think of two reasons. One, they were afraid of their art director, who might say, I don't like that mountain in the background. Could you just re-render that? And so they rendered it on a separate layer to begin with. Two, their computers sucked, and they crashed when trying to render everything together. The first thing you have to do is sort everything into collections. Here I've been very fastidious at putting the mountain into its own thing, the smoke behind it, and the dust kicking up from the ground, and also the actually, what's it called? Ornithopters. Wait, so every vehicle with flapping wings is called ornithopters? Oh my god. They built one? No way. Alright, ornithopter. And once everything is sorted into collections, now you can start to make the view layers, and those are up here. What you do is, I like to start by just having one called everything. And that is the one I work in. So I go to the view layer tab here and I turn off use for rendering because that will not be outputted. Then I go to a new one. And actually that shows every single collection. So even these greebly bits that I have hidden. And so from now on, I'll do copy settings instead. So it'll just copy over whatever collections were visible. And once everything is sorted into collections, now you can start to make the view layers, and those are up here. What you do is, I like to start by just having one called everything. And that is the one I work in. So I go to the view layer tab here and I turn off use for rendering because that will not be outputted. Then I go to a new one. And actually, that shows every single collection. So even these greebly bits that I have hidden. And so from now on, I'll do copy settings instead. So it'll just copy over whatever collections were visible. And these guys,
copy these over and everything.
I'll turn off again.
So as far as I remember from seeing the tutorial back a few months ago, what I did is I separated the layers first, which is like the foreground, the midground, and the whatever this will be called, and then the background or the sky. So what I'm gonna try and do the same thing. I do have to manage the collections because they're not managed here. So essentially, oh, I think I kind of fucked up here because all of these are linked. These are linked together, and some of them are behind this one. I mean, I don't plan to add anything in between these, so it should be good to just, yeah, it should be just good to like render these composite, like, yeah, this, I'll treat it as something behind this thing. You will see when I get to there. Maybe I'll just separate them and bring them in as a separate object. First, what he's gonna show, I
This will
think,
be the
is setting up
background.
the passes, I think.
Turn off everything but the background.
Oh, he's setting up the background first.
Copy settings. Then do smoke. That'll be the smoke. Copy settings. This new one is called mountain. Just the mountain. Copy settings. Ornithopter. Ornithopter. Yeah. Haze. Actually, in the background layer, I'll turn on both the background collection and the haze, because the haze in this case affects the background. So now I have a long list of a bunch of view layers, but you'll see an immediate problem, right? Because now I'm in this dust view layer and only the dust kicking up is visible. However, in the everything view layer, you'll see that this mountain does cast a shadow onto the
Okay.
dome.
Let me just sort all the collections first, and then we're gonna tackle that. So this is my character, which is in the animation view layer, any collection, and this is in the blockout. What I'm gonna do is, I think I also have this hologram and this building here, which I will treat as one layer because these are the only stuff that's never gonna move. Okay, that freaking construction sound. Okay, so let's just select all of this. What else did it select? Oh, there's something here. Let's get that. And this is a pretty heavy file, so I expect it to lag out a bit too much. My computer should be able to handle it. This sound is going to be really, really annoying. Just select the animation and this one and this one. These are from the blockouts. I mean, they're gonna be changed. Maybe should I change them first? I still don't know what to add yet. Let's just put them in platform section. I'm gonna create another collection called the foreground elements. This is gonna be here inside of it. I also need this hologram to be inside the foreground element. Or maybe I wanna. Nah, I don't wanna deep too like too much into the compositing nightmare. Yeah, let's just put it in the foreground elements because I know I'm not gonna. Maybe I'm gonna change it. That's like I cannot be going like rendering each of them separately. I also should just put the whole building in one collection. I mean, this is the dilemma. I kind of don't know how the big studios do it. Like, why is this one moving? And I think it's sure what the big studios do here. Man, the autosave is going to be freezing up. PC drive. Like they do want control over a lot of stuff, but like where do they stop? Where do they stop taking control of stuff? Why was I able to move this one building? Guys, excuse me. What? I shouldn't be able to move you. The hell is happening? So these apparently moves these buildings? Like what? Then how am I selecting all of them? That's weird. I don't know how that works. All I know is I have to select this and select all of them. Okay. So what if like there's a reflection here and this is also a hologram and they want to change it? Like they want to have an option to change it afterwards, and they also have to like change all of it, or do they just re-render it? Like Robin here says like I mean, if you have to remove a mountain and add another mountain, like you can just like render that out, but this one's like connected to a lot of things. So if it's a key element in your scene, then you do go into the deep dive and like change all of the stuff, like have an option to change. This is a dilemma. What if I don't like this hologram I put in here afterwards? I have to see. Let's just add it as a building class and put it inside the foreground elements. Hit save. So this is the foreground elements. Oh, I have to also add the character here. I'll name it. Oh, these sounds are so freaking annoying. All right. Um, I also have to turn off all the other stuff. Um, yeah, let's just start to I'll get a better understanding of what's happening. So nothing will clip this part, but I do have lights there, which is not present in here. So do I just turn on the lights for every scene? I don't know yet. Just duplicate this, copy settings. This is gonna be the background. Now what do I count as backgrounds? I count these as foregrounds. Do I like count this thing as a like foreground? I do have all these things. Are these the backgrounds? If so, is it gonna be on top? Is it gonna be in the back of all those buildings on the back? Do I just render those buildings as a cutout with this one? There's a lot of things to be, but for now I think I'll call this as a no, instead of background. I don't think I have a particular background here. I'll call it monuments. And I have all these blockouts. Is there anything else? This is all that is in the blockout. I made this one. So let's think. This is like a whole like a big puzzle or Lego or whatever. It's kind of like that. You have to solve a lot of problems. I cannot get the idea of how I'm gonna compose it because of that stupid sound. But let's try to sort it out. if these are here and I want to add the Brooklyn buildings, not this, delete it. And I want to add these buildings in, then do I add this as just a holdout? If I add them as a holdout, and then we'll just cut this out, and this could be an issue if there's not enough pixels here. This might look really bad for compositing. I also have like small light features that spread throughout the city, which is basically like compositing but inside 3D. Also have to figure those out. Big shit and block out. Mm, mm,
Must. And we want that to happen even when the mountain isn't visible. Everything has to look the same, right?
oh shoot. Shoot, it crashed. Let's copy this again. Copy settings. And let's see. I have this down. I have all these buildings in the midground. this little slum kind of city. What is this? Okay, the question is, do I render all of this with this one? Oh, where did it go? Crap, it didn't save. So do I render all of these with this one? I think we do. Because I'm gonna be like rendering this building like without it anyway, and I don't think there will be any major changes that I'm gonna do because the buildings are in a quite nice composition. I like it. So yeah. So I'll count it as like main building. I need to check the file size of it. I named it separation and it's 3 gigabytes. Sheesh. How much is like these alone are 1.92 gigabytes. Okay. Saved. Okay, so I need to check if I had add this as a holdout. Need to turn on the lights. And it turns on the fog as well, so I need to add the fog into a different place. This is a light blocker. I think it needs to be with the fog. Separate collection named fog. I don't know why I named that. All right. With the lights on and the holdouts are turned on, I can turn on the, where is it, where this one, I can go to the rendering. Hey, it's here. I think I also have to turn on these. And now, the big one should go. Is hold out. Is this perfect? Think that works. Think that's working really good. Yeah, yeah, I don't see it not working. There should be, like, there probably needs some testing on it, but it should work. And save that. I also have some Steam elements here, which are just, I mean, should I include them in here? Or something I can do for purposes, because I don't need them as a separate elements. They're like emissions, so I just turn them on. That should work perfectly. And let's go copy this. What am I missing? The fog. So I have foreground, essentially the background, which is this one, and this, all these mid buildings. I mean, if it's probably, if it was a big, they would like chopped it up. Foreground buildings, midground buildings, background buildings. I do not have the capacity to do that, and I'm lazy. So I'm just gonna do this. And oh, I forgot, I have the holograms. I have the hologram. The holograms should reflect. They should reflect, and it should be indirect lights, something like that. I want the holograms in a separate layer so I can like add like different stuff to it. I mean, essentially there is no centralized holograms in here. They're all just random. Yeah, I just want some control. What control do I want? That's the question. Let's try turning on that first. So what's the hologram doing exactly? Hmm. Hmm. What kind of controls I want from the holograms? That is a question. Like if I were to make a solution where, I mean, if I change the holograms, I mean, the billboards, I keep calling them holograms. I mean, if I change the billboards and like, uh, I do also have to render this part out. So I mean, essentially, I do have to render all these as well. Why not render all of them at once if my computer can take it? I will have the layer. Like if I knew or had the practice to do like rendering this out separately, and then we can add like 2D stuff on it. I don't know how that works, but that's out of my league. So this is the heaviest layer so far. Yeah, it probably will work out okay. I don't have anything here because this is where the building is covering up, so still it looks interesting. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's save that and have to wait because oh okay. Mm, now it's time to get the fog going, and I think we're done with all the other layers, and then we're gonna see how the rendering is going to go. So this is going to be the fog layer, and for the fog layer I think I have to turn on all of them and make them essentially holdouts. So I'll turn on this, I'll turn on this, turn on this, turn this on, and turn the cameras on, turn the blackouts, make them all holdouts. And like you go hold it as well. They're all holdouts. I'll hit a save because I think I know it will work. And let's go to the render mode. Now I don't really want my environment to affect the fog a lot, but we'll see. So I'm not sure why this is not turning into whatever I've told it to become. Maybe because it needs to have this. Still not doing it. Maybe it needs to have this and this. There we go. So this is essentially the fog. And what if I turned off the environment lights? Will that affect it? That did that affect it at all? I didn't see any changes. Let's try. It kind of stays the same. So I don't really need this. I'm gonna check all the other places as well, but this is where it mattered the most. Let's go back to the foreground. Turn on the render. We don't need the fog here. We do need the lights. This is a cool silhouette though. Damn. And we need to turn on transparency. Feel like this glass is too much see-through. I don't want this to be as much see-through as it is right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn back the transmission a bit. Oh, I see. Okay, I did it wrong. Now it's working. All right. I still don't like the glass. It still think it can do some improvements. Oh, in that case, this is dark because there's nothing behind, and um, it should be these stuffs behind him. I almost screwed up. Should be this and also this. And they should just be indirect. I mean, I could cheat here a bit. What if, let me see. Let's turn on the small lights and also all those. And make these. Okay, the hollows don't reach there. They need to be off. I'm not sure why they're not picking up by the glass. Oh, now they do. Hmm. That's understandable, but I do want some optimization there. Now this is right. That fixed it. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. All right, that's fixed, I think. Um. So that is foreground done. I need to move towards the background stuff. I'm not totally happy with that. Maybe I'll be happy if it's black. Does it look better if it's black? Maybe like a metallic, like a silver. think that will be close enough. I will move on to the monuments, which is the background. And first of all, turn on the small light. I need the fog. And turn on the lights. I think it's a good idea to keep these like low poly as it is. And just tweak their like material. Maybe just add the concrete one. Who knows, it might work better for these background ones. Just try it. Link, Control L for link, and link materials. Yes. I'll do the same for these. No. Add the concrete. Control L, link materials. Oh, hi Fox Creative. I'm not actually modeling. I'm kind of like, I'm hoping my voice is getting through because there's a lot of noise around here. So I've already done the scene. I haven't streamed that yet because I was like, I don't know why I didn't stream that, but I'm essentially creating a scene for kind of like a client of mine, but I took it onto myself to add as a personal artwork kind of touch. And I'm trying to learn like professional compositing. So if you have seen Robin Square's video where he shows how you can like composite like the professionals do. So yeah, that's it. I'm trying to do that. And yeah, thank you for coming by and dropping a message. What I'm gonna do here is I have this lights turned on. Why the light isn't showing over here? Oh, because it's not as reflective. Okay. You can check it like if you're into that kind of stuff. Like, so basically when you do all of these layers and stuff and you render them like quote unquote how the professionals do it, you kind of have a lot more control over compositing when you do it in like DaVinci. I did this thing once and I forgot how to do it, and I thought like this is a good opportunity to like learn it again. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. This is the dilemma. I think I'll create a new material for this. I'll just name it monument. It's to be a little bit white so it reflects. Yeah. Yes, Fox. If you like, do you do any 3D rendering or 3D work? If you do, what software do you use? Monumental. I see. Yeah, that's cool. I I do a little bit of modeling, but I'm not like pro at it because most of my works is like what you know what's a generalist is. I kind of do everything, but I'm not like super duper good at everything. Oh, by the way, where are you from? It's rare to get a chat from Twitch, so I'm kind of curious. Yeah, jack of all trades. Yep. It's kind of like um sometimes it's an advantage and sometimes it's not. Oh, cool, cool. Which state are you from? There's a heat wave going on in the US, I think. Not sure if my audio is going through. Is it okay? Is my audio going fine? I think it's a bit over noise cancelled. Like, oh, you're trying to make short films. Yeah, like if you're gonna make short films on your own, then you gotta be like me, like jack of all trades, but master of none. But anyway, if you do modeling, like that's a really good base to have, because all the other stuff you can get like watching by tutorials. But unlike me, you're not gonna be stuck if you a model like a complex model online. Oh yeah, it's distorted because like there's a construction going on outside, and I have like in my OBS settings I've turned on the denoising, like probably too much than I should be using. Yeah, if you're gonna be like if you have a niche kind of like, even in 3D modeling there's a lot of niches. If you have a niche, then it's really good for your job or like career. But if you want to have creative freedom, that's where you need some jack of all trades traits. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm kind of concerned like if my voice gets cut off or something. And also my internet is acting really weird. Sometimes my stream just gets paused, I think. If you're making a short film, like what genre is it going to be? Like what genre are you working on at? And also, I have you started making it, like making assets and stuff? Why this building is so dark? Oh, cool. I think I think YouTube messes it up a bit more than Twitch does. Like I keep getting lags in my preview window. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's on the other end, but like I've started streaming really recently, so I have almost no clue what I'm doing. I'm just like streaming my work basically. I've been modeling a lot to improve through this fantasy. Damn, two at once. That's like a tough job, and even that's fantasy and sci-fi, like two different worlds. The amount of concentration you might need. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna like follow you. You stream somewhere. Awesome. I just followed you. Maybe I'll hop into your stream if I catch it. Okay. Hmm. I have a lot of stuff in here, and I need to organize. First of all, I don't know why that is so black. It always has been. That's weird. I don't want that. Which building is it? This one. So I need a light. I need a light. Is this a small light? Ah, okay. So do you like draw your process like I got myself a drawing tablet, but I don't know how to use it in my workflow yet. I see. Yeah. Yeah, like concept artist people, they're like geniuses. I don't know. I have a few friends who does that, and I still don't know how to do that because for me it takes a lot of creative um I don't know, creative mind. I think I've lost mine somehow. I used to draw, but I cannot anymore, which is weird. And why is this building so dark? It's really bothering me. Ooh, am I up? Oh, damn. Yeah, I think I think the rendering was too much for my GPU to handle, and that I crashed OBS or something. Am I up? Am I audible? Like, oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. So I shouldn't mess up with the scene right now. I just should check all these things. So yeah, what I was saying is how long you've been doing 3D for, and um like, did you go to school for that, or you're like learning through YouTube? My audio is still working, right? Yeah, I think so. Wow, 20 years. That's that's almost my lifetime. I mean, props to you for holding the hobby for so long. Like, that's that's impressive to, like, slowly and being consistent with it. Yeah, they can see that because 20 years, that's a lot, and even for a hobby. I mean, you gotta have to, like, be passionate about it to sustain that long. People kind of like, they try to do it and they fail and they just leave it and go something too easier. 3D modeling is not something easy, and doing that as a hobby for that long takes patience and consistency. That's a huge that's a huge task. I mean, respect to you. Ah, sure, sure. You can post. I don't know if Twitch will do anything to it, but hopefully, if it's just ArtStation or whatever, it should be allowed. Ah, it's a cryo chamber. That's a like, how do they draw it? My question. This is so. This is like, this should be easier in 3D, but like they drew it so good, and it's now harder to make it 3D. I mean, eh, for me as a jack of all trades and master of none, I would like probably just start with the cylinder and then just like do some random extrusions. Like, um, let's see. Like you probably can do it better than me, but I'm gonna try and see and like get some validation if I know my modeling skills are like good enough. So what I would do is I would like take a cylinder. This is so bad. So I'd take a cylinder. And okay, so this part could be another cylinder for now, but because I'm like bad at like doing continuous parts, but it could be two separate cylinders, or we can just extrude it from here and then scale it up to have another separate mesh. And this could be another cylinder here. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll try to model it again. But let me see. Yeah, so this could be a cutout, and this could be another cylinder, but the top face of it should match this one, so we can just extrude it from here and then scale it. So which I can try to do simple modeling, but I don't know, it won't be anything good or usable. Let me turn it off first. So we can talk. I think this, you need to apply the scale first. Yeah, and this one is tricky. This part is tricky because this one goes and like wraps around this circular thing. I think like like different software should handle it differently, because in Blender we should have a modifier, or we can use actually geometry nodes as well, or some shading techniques to join that. I haven't done that, but I know how to do it. Like there's a something called, where is it? Yeah, like something with shrink wrap and some other stuff. It's possibly doable. Um, Probably have to add a duplicate there and then make it group, assign, and a shrink wrap onto this, just the group. Something like that, not good. Yeah, I'm not really sure how does that work, but there's a there could be a tutorial. I have seen the tutorial, but I've never tried it. So yeah, I think something like that. What is this? Yeah, he's using the shrink wrap as well. Oh, I forgot. Forgot to do this. Think I'll have to. Yeah, that's it. That was the trick. I'll have to add a subdivision. Yeah, there we go. And when transferring the normal, there should be like a normal like trans. How does it? Data transfer. Yeah. With this one, I think you can transfer the normals as well. Only on that. Probably face corner. Yeah, this one I'm not really sure. Oh, I think that might be it. Yeah, I don't know if I can make the rest of it look as good. But yeah, that I think that's how I would do it and like try to solve it as I go. Why it looks so strange? What the? Yeah, it's a simple but complicated model. Like to get to this quality, like this concept artist is really really good. I don't know how to like even draw a straight line, and he freaking did a better model like without using 3D. Or maybe he used 3D. I don't know, maybe he drew on top of a mesh. That's something people do. But yeah, that's how I would do it. But I'm sure you have better techniques. Use for rendering, render combined. Yeah, I'll look at your live when I'm like rendering my scenes. I'll get some time to look at it. And good luck for your model. Like, I hope you solve it today and you can get the desired result. Yay. Uh,
And there's a handy little button for that. We have to modify our outliner a bit and change our filters here. What do all of these and add as indirect everything that will be affecting that layer. So for example, in the mountain layer, let's show the background. Underneath is behind. So this and it right. Into the distance, it does not contain this gloss inside of. I've already done a bunch of stuff. I've made the background view layer, then there's the ground, and there's the foreground. The people are on a separate one. This is the view layer for a metal structure going around, and finally a separate volume pass, which it does not contain the clouds going into the distance. It does not contain this enormous mist box going here. And for each of these view layers, I have some passes turned on and others off.
Ooh, okay. I think I want to separate the character as well. Mostly because, like, I don't know, it's a hero character, and I think it needs special attention. So for that, since the whole character going out, which will be turned off for the foreground. Uh, Copy the settings to be just my character. I don't need any of this. Any of these. Maybe this stays. And for the foreground, it should be all of this. Awesome. Let's see what comes next.
For something like the structure, I need the diffuse and glossy. They don't have transmission, and nothing has volume except for the background as well, which has volume. You want one EXR file for each view. Alright, this is a scene where I've already done a bunch of stuff. I've made the background view layer, then there's the ground, and there's the foreground. The people are on its separate one. This is the view layer for the metal structure going around. And finally, a separate volume path, which it does not contain the clouds going into the distance. It does not contain this enormous mist box going here. And for each of these view layers, I have some passes turned on and others off. For something like the structure, I need the diffuse and glossy. They don't have transmission, and nothing has volume except for the background as well, which has volume. You want one EXR file for each view layer. And then inside
My foreground do have transmission. Turn on my renderer. So if I go to my render classes, I can check all my classes. So this is diffuse direct. This is diffusing direct. This is diffuse color. This is glossy direct. Glossy indirect. Color. It's transmission direct. There's nothing in there. It's transmission indirect. There's a lot of stuff. There's transmission color. And there's nothing in there. I'll try to see if there's anything in ambient occlusion. I don't think I need ambient occlusion because I'm not gonna add anything. So yeah, I also have emission. Forgot. Here is the emission. And yeah, that combines my foreground. So when I'm gonna, so this is the thing. This is, I think I'm really excited about it. So this is an incomplete platform. So when I'm gonna complete it, I won't have to render all of it. I think I'll just have to render the platform. Maybe if I don't say change the silhouette, well, it's the foreground in it. I can change the silhouette, and the character will still appear in front of it because this does not interact with the character. But yeah, this is kind of like a big optimization for me. I can just have, if my camera didn't move, I could just have just one single frame rendered in here and have my character move around, and that's just cheat code. But that's not what I want. I want my camera to move as well. But for this test only, I'm gonna render only one frame. Okay, this foreground done. Let's solid view. Here I'm gonna try the same thing. I think I do have all of these, so these are like mandatory. Let's check them. Use direct, use indirect, use color, glossy direct, glossy indirect, glossy color, transmission, nothing, transmission, nothing, and emission, nothing. So that's all that. And I'm gonna go to make buildings, render. So here, these are mandatory. Let's check direct, the indirect, the color, direct, indirect, color, just check the transmission. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. All right. And there's emission. Let's go. What's the environment? I don't know. So yeah, that's that done. And I have the fog. All right, let's check. I don't think there is anything here, or here, or here, 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 here. Nothing here. Should be stuff here, and there should be stuff. What? There's nothing. That's... Okay. Hmm. This kinda... Okay, let's just try this first. And I'm gonna go back to the monuments. I'm gonna turn on the fog to be indirect only. And let's see something. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, when does it work? Did he say something about it?
Inside each EXR, you have every single path. Clouds going into the distance, it does not contain this enormous mist box going here. And for each of these view layers, foreground, the people are on its separate volume paths, which it does not contain the clouds going into the distance, it does not contain this enormous mist box going here. And for each of these view layers, I have some passes turned on and others off. For something like the structure, I need the diffuse and glossy. They don't have transmission and volume. And one volume except for the background as well, which has volume. You want one EXR file for outputs.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think that's important. I'll just save it. And I have one more layer left. So I think there's like just all of these. I don't think there was any transmission, or let's just check. Whoa, that's interesting. It doesn't have any diffuse here. What? It like completely glossy. That's insane. No transmission, no mission. That checks out.
I'll be compositing in DaVinci Resolve, which is free and much better of a compositing tool than the Blender Compositor is, at least if you jump over into Fusion. And here in the media pool, I'll just drag in all of my rendered files. Now these are the view layers that I rendered. If I press 1 on the keyboard, I can view the first one, but I have to choose a layer to preview, so I'll just preview the image, which is viewed in composite for that. Which seems to be the background. We're seeing it in linear color. You can apply a view LUT with this view LUT button right here. Let's go to edit and apply a gamma of 2.2 to correct that sort of. It doesn't do a proper transform, but it's okay for now. Now we want to composite all of these view layers together using passes, and the way you could do that is by dragging it over and copy pasting it over itself. And for the second one, you choose the diffuse indirect. The first one, you choose diffuse direct, and you composite them that way. There is a way to automate it, though. You can install the Reactor plugin, which is a script downloader, and in there, you can choose to download the EXR splitter. That is all free. And then you can go to right-click, script, and split EXR Ultra, which pops up this window, and you can just press run, and that will do all of that for you. Split for a real shot with passes, view layers, and view layer. There's a trans multi-layer about this pass, right? So it's a multi-layer EXR, and nothing has volume except for the background as well, which has volume. You want one EXR file for each view layer. And then inside each EXR, you have every single pass, right? So it's a multi-layer EXR, and you have the diffuse, you have the gloss inside of here, right? And the way to set that up is to make a file output. The dot dot just means go up one level in the directory from where this file is saved, and then go into the render file. Right, so we'll do a multi-layer EXR half float DWAA. If you're wondering about this, check out my video on file outputs. For the color management, multi-layer EXR, and you have the diffuse, you have the gloss inside of here, right? And the way to set that up is to make a file output
Oh yeah, it's like killing my PC. This file is humongous because I added a lot of high quality assets, which which is gonna kill me.
The dot dot just means go up. One level in the directory from where this file is saved, and then go into the render file. Right, so we'll do a multi-layer EXR half float DWAA. If you're wondering about this, check out my video on file outputs. For the color management, we do the override thing, and we override it with ACES CG for everything.
Hopefully gives me my Asus ACG back. That didn't work. What the hell? Uh, yeah. That's that's really weird. That's not supposed to happen. Data file, color management. What if I bring you out? Stay here. Get the fuck out, man. Oh, why it takes so much time? So dramatic. Ah, why is it not changing? One Asus CG here. Why is it bugging now? Is it gonna be even rendering? Uh, ah, dang it. Asus AP0. Is it in DaVinci? That's the one I used last time. and animation. Get microphone out of my right. And let's didn't need any alpha. Uh, well, we did. The image and this is far. This will be the monuments, buildings, spa. One, two, three, four. Foreground and monument and new building and carriage. For the character, with emission, color, breath, everything. Color, for that's it. And now if I hit render, it should render out all these. Yes, because I think I'm putting too much pressure on my computer. I hope it's fine now. I don't know what's gonna happen when I hit the render button. We'll have to see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hopefully it's going to work. Let me just turn everything off here. Let's. Oh, I need to change the names. Forgot the monument. Is 'Hopefully this works now. Uh, it's so tough when I. Okay, yeah. 60% of my GPU is already being used by um my browser. Let's see how much pressure can it take. That's so cool that it was like 80% on Blender and 50% on OBS. That doesn't add up to 100%. That is more than 100%. Oh wow, two PCs. That's I I cannot afford that. I see, but yeah, but like I still don't have one. Like probably if I get a laptop someday, maybe that could be my streaming PC. But this tile is the heaviest of them all. Maybe I could have like separated the buildings. Maybe I should. Maybe I should, yeah. I think in my next iteration, I'm gonna separate the slum buildings and all the city buildings. That should take a lot of weights off. Yeah, the pressure in, I think, this this one layer is like really heavy. I think the stream is going to be pretty bad during that.